Jammers, welcome to NAMM 2012. I'm standing here at the Two Old Hippies booth, the manufacturers of Bedell and Breedlove. Today we're going to go over their new products with Colin. Let's check it out.
Good morning, everybody. Starting off, I'd like to wish Erickson Music a happy 40th anniversary from the Breedlove Bedell Guitar Camp. Have a blast. It's very exciting, enthusiastic. We're looking forward to a great 2012. I got a couple of instruments I'd really like to introduce you to that are new this year. Basically brought up, revolutionized our masterclass models. We have a new pickup system that is co-branded with LR Baggs technology that we're introducing as our Voice series. And we have a bunch of price points that we're hitting into that are going to be really hot this year and should be played by everyone across the world. So what I'd like to do is introduce you to our masterclass revival models, which we have on this table right here. We have essentially 6 different body shapes that we are working with, all based around a very similar appointment setup. So the first one right here, which is a brand new shape for us, is our Breedlove Parlor shape. So this is a smaller design. It's a 12 fret to the body, and this one has a name of the Sparrow. We call this model the Sparrow because essentially it is our songbird. With the songbird, you're looking at an Adirondack spruce top, abalone top perf, a rosewood bind, and a beautiful walnut back and sides. So these are pretty indigenous woods to Oregon, minus the rosewood, but a beautiful player and our newest shape. The next model I'd like to show you is going to be our Skyline. And the Skyline you're going to see is very similar in shape, just a little bit bigger, still 12 fret to the body. It is our triple O build, one that has been in the Breedlove lineup now for about 4 years. But this model comes appointed with a Cocobolo back, and you can see this beautiful laywood down the center. Again, that rosewood masterclass binding, abalone top first, and as in all of the masterclass revivals, it's going to have our newly appointed snowflake inlay. So this model is the Skyline. Next to the Skyline, we have something that's a very unique instrument and something that Breedlove has been doing for a while. We decided to reintroduce this year, and this model is our Sage. And when I say reintroduce, it is actually a tenor guitar that we have spec'd out in a very traditional build. So we're looking at an orchestra body shape, appointed with a Honduran mahogany back and side, which has a very deep quilt into it and a lot of figure running through it. Again, that rosewood binding package, an abalone top perf, and our snowflake inlay. This one a very specialized instrument, and a perfect gift for that tenor player in any band. Next of the body shapes that we're offering here, we can't go wrong with a classic dreadnought. So with the our classic OM first. This model is going to be our Atlantic. We introduced this model last year, but gave it a nice little upgrade for this year, and I want to show you the depth of the woods we're working with right here. This is a quilted maple back and side set, a nice maple neck, and again, similarly appointed with that rosewood masterclass binding, and our snowflake inlay pattern. So the OM, a very, very, when you play this guitar, you hear the resonance come out of the high end. Very characteristic of a high end playing, and it just chimes. Now, jumping ahead here to my favorite build that we did in the introduction this year. And I think I'm allowed to have a personal favorite, so this one's going to be it. This model right here is our Axis. And the Axis is our vintage dreadnought design with a Koa back and side set. So it's really going to give a lot of pronunciation to the mid-range. We're going to find ourselves being able to have a clarity from low end to high end with a really big projection right in the middle. So this one, of course, Adirondack spruce top that you're going to find on all of these masterclass revivals. Big projection, big boom, beautifully equipped instrument. So this one has a lot of songs in it. Okay. I misspoke. We have 2 new shapes to offer in our masterclass revival. This one right here, how can you go wrong with a big body jumbo? This model right here, this is our Summit. And our Summit is going to be appointed with a Indian rosewood back and sides, an Indian rosewood bind, all in the masterclass styles with an Adirondack spruce top, the abalone top perf, and again, those revival snowflakes. Now, when I was talking about projection that you're going to find with our Axis in its mid-range with the Koa back and sides. The Summit right here is going to have a really big projection and accentuate the low end. We're going to get a lot of low end voice and a big growl coming out of this big jumbo body because of that Indian rosewood back and sides. So I'm proud and happy.